Today, today I want to talk about the wealth mist. You see, the wealth mist was inspired by a little spider that was in my room, and it was coming down with a web. The first instinct for me was to kill it, but God stopped me. God stopped me and said, think of the wealth of this spider that I have given you. So the spider produced this video. If I could have killed the spider, I could have killed this video. This video is a byproduct that was produced by the spider. And God began to make me to think of the wealth mist that we keep on missing and chasing money and talking about worthless things that does not produce for us but distract us from producing, cause us to procrastinate and have excuses and blames that cause us to lame and be victim of circumstances instead of the victors of circumstances that He created us to be. When you think of a spider, you think of a web, the internet, website. Think about it. Spider-Man, and many more that you could think of. Billions of rand the spider worth. Billions of rand the spider produced. But the question is, when we look around us, what do we see? We keep on killing things that are supposed to promote us. If we can study the principle behind how does the spider, you look at a spider, how strong is the web? How does it dash things? How does it do things? Because most products were produced by animals. A helicopter is just insects and a bird. Think about it. While others study the things God created and learn the principle and produce the product that we use every day, what are we studying? Are we studying other men's failures and try to make them success while it has failed them? I'm thinking of democracy. I'm thinking of politics. Greek philosophy that was made popular by the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire that was divided by part of Europe like Britain, like France, like Spain, etc., etc. That colonized Africa, made it the third world country. But I'm saying, the point is, no, I'm not talking about that. Their philosophies that we're still using and trying to make a success while it has failed. Because it shows colonialism has failed. Roman Empire has broken down. The kingdoms of Britain, whatever that they used to be in the past, are gone. Greek is gone. But why are we still using the thing that makes us to fail? Why can't we learn the principle and produce from what God made? We have great stories. I was listening to Michael Jackson's CD, Dirty Diana. He made a song, billions of rand, out of a bad incident that happened to him with Diana. How many incidents do you have? Stories that you have. Do you ever think of producing them? The point is, wealth mist is think of everything that is around you. Think of your stories. There are books, there are movies, there are dramas. Think of insects, animals around you. Learn the principles and produce product. Instead of smoking dagga, think of what dagga can produce and produce that. Instead of smoking tobacco, think of what tobacco, the poison of nicotine, which is the poison of tobacco, can do for you. Boy, let us not be controlled by things. Let us control things and produce the very good thing that God created them to produce for us. Let us be wise. Let us not follow the things that does not make us leaders, but make us followers, make us victim. Let us follow things that makes us to win. Let us not let the wealth go missing, but let's create the wealth and innovate what God has already created us. God in Genesis 128, he blessed that. He says, be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth, and have dominion. We are bound to control things. When you go back just a bit to Genesis 26, he says, govern the birds in this, the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, the animal that's created around the ground. God was saying, I've created everything, put it into its environment. That's where its success is. Look at the principle behind how they become successful for generation and multiple of generations of those animals, of those insects, of those fishes. How do they become successful? Take the principle, implement it in your life, and success will be unavoidable. Stop chasing things that will never